Hello everyone. Let's see the web scraping. So if you ever wonder that how the data from various resources or websites can be scrapped, then the web scraping or knowing the web scraping is the best thing for you. So let's first see the what is web scraping, and then afterwards we will be seeing one a small example of it. All right. So let's get into it. What is web scraping basically? It's if we tell in the layman term, it's nothing but the extraction of data from various sources like the websites or web pages you see. So if you see any website and you want some data to extract in the CSV or any Excel sheet you want, so you can do that with the web scraping. So various people or the most of the people get confused with the API and the web scraping thing. So both do the same thing basically. API also does the extraction of data from one resource and pass to the another resource, and web scraping also do the same thing. But web scraping is mostly free. You know, you there is no owner or there is no blocking thing in the web scraping. Whereas in API, you will see there is a particular owner. He can restrict some things. He can charge you for the APIs and all the stuff, right? So So in the simple web scraping example, what you will be needing, you will be needing a library, a Python library. So what are the various Python library are there to like do the web scraping? It can be a Beautifulsoup or the Scrappy or the Selenium. There are many more, but we will be particularly focusing on Beautifulsoup basically. All right. So if you ask me what are the applications, so there are some applications like scrapping the stock prices, or you can scrap yellow pages data. The yellow pages data means your telephone directory basically. All right. So then scraping e-commerce sites, scraping sports statistics. These are like few the applications. There are a wide number of applications for web scraping. All right. So let's get into a simple example of it. All right. So we are on the editor. I hope everyone can see. Let's zoom it a little. All right. So before starting, you need to install two libraries. All right, Beautifulsoup and the request. So just go pip install like pip install Beautifulsoup. Mm, mm, Not soap, it's soup. All right, Beautifulsoup 4. So there are two libraries, Beautifulsoup and Beautifulsoup 4. Beautifulsoup 4 is the latest one, so please install that. And then again install one more thing, that is requests. So we have to make request an HTTP request to the web server website. So yeah, requests, not request. Okay, requests. So just install these two things using pip in Python. All right, let's get started. You can just import it first. BS4 import Beautifulsoup. Then again one more thing, import requests. All right. You will need a URL which you want to make the request. All right. So we will be seeing that any random website we will be taking and making the HTTP GET request to it, and then we will scrap any content, random content on it. All right. So let's do the further thing. Like after making the request, all right, you have to no first make the GET request of whatever URL you will be providing on top over here. All right, then store it in a variable. Let's say response variable form. We will be using this response variable only for the how. All right, so let's make another variable soup. into this soup, we'll be using Beautifulsoup and taking the response, and we want any text element to extract. All right, so let's say text, and another parameter. This is the first parameter, that what kind of element or what kind of content you want to extract. This is the text content we want to extract. And another one is the parser, the HTML parser. We want to pass the HTML in. All right, HTML dot parser. Simple. That's it. Right? You use the Beautifulsoup. You want the text content of it. You pass it. You store it in a soup object, and further you will be using this object only to find the content. All right, so let's say there is an element you take, and this soup object you made dot find. Now you see soup dot find, there are find method, there are find all method, there are find all next method, there are various methods over there, but we will be focusing on find and find all. I'll be telling the difference what is find and find all. First, let's see find, and we will be finding each an element on the website uh, using some class. Okay, so if you know a little bit about the web development, like the HTML, CSS, or anything, so we use the classes and IDs or CSS selectors over there to identify particular elements on the web page. So how you will look into that? So let's see. If you go to the browser and we want to, let's say, scrape uh, any random website, let's say Goodreads codes. We want to like, scrape any codes from the web. I know a website like Goodreads. All right, this seems to be good. Oh, not this one. Let's say different. Goodreads.com/code. Yeah, let's take this website. This is a random website, all right? You can see there are many things here. The image is there, there are text here, the button here. You can scrape anything. So let's say we want to scrape this code. Only this one, not anything else, only this one. We will be starting with the very simple example, right? So how to see that what is associated with it, like it is made using the ID or class or CSS selector, anything. So what you can do, you can right click on it, go to inspect. See, inspect. Just go to inspect. You will find element section like this. If you hover over it, just press this element again. Then it will highlight the div element over here. You will see the exact thing, right? Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. So we want this thing, which is associated with this class. See, class name. So we will be using this class name to extract this data. We will be going to this website, we will use this class name and extract this data. So what we will do first, we'll be taking this website URL, I will copy it down, go to the editor, we will taking this URL over here, that URL comes down here, and in the soup object, we will find it using class name. All right. So I must tell you here, you can write the class and underscore. This is important. This is like the format of it. Class underscore is equal to, in single or double quotation, you can write the class name. Now, what is the class name? If you go back to the browser, you see that a particular line, the particular text has a class of code text, right? You just copy that code text, come back to the editor, and put that class name over here. If there was an ID, then you would have written ID over here instead of class, right? So this is a class, so class is equal to class name. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's simple. Now you want to print it. What you want to print that element. And that's it. What you are doing, you are going to that website, that URL, you are making the request, get request, you are passing it using Beautifulsoup, right? And you are saying the Beautifulsoup that I want the text data only. To this text data, I want to extract it or parse it. I want to extract it using class name. So you put the class name and you are just printing it out. That's it. At the end over here, you can also write that if you don't want any error to come, like dot text dot strip, dot text dot strip, and that's it. Strip is because if you know Python a little bit, it ignores or eliminates or removes the white spaces at the front and the back. So if you get any white spaces in this div element, you can ignore those. So if you don't write this, it will work, no problem. So just save it and let's see in our console if we get this element. All right, so just run it and wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Something comes up. Yeah, we got it. See, be yourself, everyone else is already taken, by Oscar Wilde. So this is how the simple example can be written for web scraping. I hope you guys like it. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this and comment down below if you want more videos regarding this. Thank you.